What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video on how to sell an abandoned property in 5 steps. There are a variety of reasons why you might end up owning one and wanting to sell an abandoned property. You can find yourself inheriting a property in which you have no interest. You may own many homes but lack the motivation or financial means to keep them up to date. You may have held a rental property, but your renters left it in a state of disorder that you're unable to repair. Perhaps the damage to the property has become so significant that you no longer have the capacity or want to preserve it. If this is the case, then it could be the right time to consider selling that vacant property. Here are 5 useful steps to follow when selling an abandoned home. So let's get into it. Number 1, sending notices. If you're a landlord, send out notices of intent to sell items and notices of collection requirements with a fair notice period, commonly 28 days. Number 2, find and assemble proof of abandonment. Look for the proof that the property has actually been abandoned. This implies that if it's feasible, the renter must provide written proof. Assemble proof that demonstrates it is reasonable to dispose of the property. For instance, the items may have been low in value or perishable. An inventory and photos are recommended. Then examine the property's condition. Take the time to explore the reasons why particular houses in your region failed to sell. Make a comparison between the initial price and what the abandoned property actually sold for to obtain a fair sense of how values evolve over time. Decide on an asking price. When it comes to selling an abandoned house, establishing the asking price can be the most crucial issue. If you overprice your home, you will scare away market purchasers who are unwilling to spend too much. If you underprice your home, purchasers will believe it is not worth the investment. Number 5 is sell to cash buyers. If you have chosen to sell your abandoned home, sell it to a house buying firm. This type of firm may provide you with the cash for your house regardless of its condition. People prefer this approach to selling abandoned properties since it is quick, requires no maintenance, and has no closing expenses. So reasons for selling an abandoned house, let's talk about that. Number 1, property condition depletion. Houses that are not properly maintained suffer from property flaws on a weekly basis. This is especially true in the situation of abandoned residents when no one is monitoring the property. Number 2, diminishing neighborhood value. A vacant house reduces the total tax base since it represents uncollected potential government revenue that might be used to strengthen the school system, roads, and police department. Number 3, health consequences. A variety of variables influence public health. This encompasses neighborhood safety as well as living conditions. Substandard housing as well as abandoned houses all contribute to a variety of health issues. I thought this was interesting when doing research, so we found that one study had found a link between living near abandoned structures, vacant lots, or buildings and public health issues like mental health, increased incidence of chronic illness and homicide. And number 4, ongoing expenses. Any property comes with ongoing expenses. There's a significant probability of city citations being issued for abandoned property due to hazardous structures, unauthorized usage, overgrown grass, and a variety of other concerns. If these penalties and taxes are not paid, they accumulate. And number 5, squatters' issues. Squatters can lawfully occupy an abandoned property provided they establish themselves and take care of it. This is known as acquiring property rights lawfully through adverse possession. So ultimately, selling an abandoned property may look daunting, but with the right help, you can get out of the situation quick and efficiently at the right price if you're looking to ultimately sell the home. So I'd highly recommend giving us a call at Pezon Properties at 484-484-0971, and we would love to discuss how we can help you and your situation. Thanks, and hope you have a great rest of the day.